Hey everyone, I'm Jackie Somerville, and welcome to this week's broadcast of Jackie Straight Up. As I mentioned in last week's video, the very first step in manifesting your wildest dreams is to actually know what your desires are with crystal clear clarity. A lot of people struggle with figuring out exactly what it is that they want in the first place. So today, as promised, I'm going to give you 5 ways to figure out what it is you really want in your life. And by the way, if you missed last week's powerful manifestation video, I'll put the link to it in the comments below. So now to the big question. Do you know what you want? What is your burning desire? As Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, desire is the starting point of all achievement, not a hope, not a wish, but a keen, pulsating desire that transcends everything. End quote. Nothing happens without desire. And it all starts with giving yourself permission to ponder big, exciting dreams, because success comes to those who dare to dream. So let's start daydreaming big, exciting enough dreams to spark the flames of desire. How are you doing at daydreaming? Do you hold back because you don't want to dream about things that seem unattainable or unachievable for you? You know, many years ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck in a small rental apartment, stuck in a dead-end job and a dying relationship. And I had the audacity to write down my dream life and to actually believe that it was possible, even though I had no idea how it could possibly happen. But the how wasn't up to me. The audacity to dream was up to me. And you know, within about 8 months, I was living in a multi-million-dollar penthouse with a vacation home in the sun, driving a Porsche, flying first class, wearing beautiful clothes, supporting animal charities, and I was in love with a wonderful man. All of it happened that fast. Everything on my list. It all came in a way that I could never have fathomed. God has ways and means that will stun you. So once again, go back and watch last week's video, because it all begins and ends with knowing what you want with crystal clear clarity and believing that it's on its way in divine timing. I have 5 exercises that will help you with unlimited daydreaming so that you can access your true desires. Number 1, give yourself permission to go wild. Imagine that you have 0 limitations on what you could be, do, and have in your life. Close your eyes and imagine that you have all the money already, all the resources, the contacts, the education, and the experience that you need to achieve everything in your heart. So what is it? What then? What would you do? Remember, you have everything you could possibly need as a given. So now imagine unlimited potential. What would you do? What would you have? Who would you be? What would your life look like? Write it down, let it flow. The writing down part is really important, and I am going to cover that in more detail in an upcoming video. In addition to material desires, I don't want you to forget about love and family, peace and spirituality. Number 2, project yourself forward 5 years from now. This is a technique called Back to the Future Thinking, and it's practiced by many high-performing people. Imagine that 5 years have passed and you are living your perfect life. What does it look like? Describe your perfect life in detail. Write it down. Side notes before we move on to number 3. Never limit your imagination. These exercises are not about reality. Create pure fantasy, but a pure fantasy that excites the heck out of you. And forget about how you would achieve all of the things that you've written in these exercises. This is super important. It is not about how. Thinking about how will keep you small and your dreams minuscule and limited. Forget about it. This is not about reality. This is a fantasy movie. Number 3, Imagine this. You are guaranteed of success. Let's imagine that you cannot fail. What would you do right now if you were guaranteed with 100% certainty to succeed? What would you do? What would you attempt if failure was not possible? If success was guaranteed, what would you do? Write it down. Number 4, think about this. What did you dream about when you were a kid, before society started to fill your head with limitations? Ponder that for a while. Write it down. Number 5, ask yourself, if you could change anything in the world, what would it be? If you could just fully support one cause that you feel really strongly about, just one, and make a huge difference with that, what is it? Now, ponder those 5 points. Go for long walks in nature. Let your mind wander. Be inspired by the beauty of creation. Eat some chocolate. Perhaps have a glass of wine. Have an orgasm or two. Cut yourself some slack. Let your mind wander. Give yourself permission to dream wildly. And from those unlimited daydreams, determine what thrills you the most. That's your biggest desire. And then go back and watch last week's video. It'll tell you exactly how to turn that desire into reality. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode of Jackie Straight Up. Bye.